Hey guys, welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. It's TJ Gamer Girl signing on. So, last episode, well, luckily we finished the 12 o'clock chapters and started it says 13 o'clock, but I'm guessing it's 1. I'm not very good with military time. And we got 2 bad endings with Tama here. And one of them seemed pretty great. I don't know why I was a bad ending. It's like, no. Her life must be full of misfortune. It is destiny. Just... We also kind of started Minorikawa's 13 o'clock. But we ended up getting to keep out. So now we're here with Tama. Getting ready to challenge a trained fighter. For Burning Hammer. The things we're doing for this guy. I addressed my opponent. And by challenge, I naturally mean, let's have ourselves a straight-up fight. The girl grins nice and wide, like she'd been waiting to hear me say that. Okay, you're on. The name's Miku, by the way. Challenge accepted. Oh, we're gonna die. Miku and I march out of the shop, out on the pavement. We stare each other down. So if you win, I'll let you buy the Burning Hammer, Miku says. But if I win, I get to keep it, and you have to pay for it. What? Isn't that a little unfair? If you don't like it, then it's no fight, no deal. I don't have the time to rethink this. Alright. Ready whenever you are. Miku does a little brisk shadow boxing, throwing a repeated 1-2 combination. A training technique for boxing involves practicing strikes, guards, and evasions against an opponent who isn't actually there. Whoa, what's the deal? Something going on? It's a street fight! A number of people pass by, including a businessman, a couple, as well as some pretty gruff-looking fellows, and some of them stop to form a crowd. Couple. Achi Endo. So we've got to jump there in case we get to keep out. And Asao Ozu and his underling Yutaro Sega, members of the Tenryugumi Yakuza Syndicate. The Tenryugumi operates a lending firm called Takarada Financing. And these two have been tasked with collecting outside. Are these the guys that are after Toyama? The sales demo has already started by now. I don't have time to goof around here. I watch as Miku starts up her footwork. A left jab. She's quick. I can see why she's a champion. Ayah! And she immediately follows up the jab with a wide right hook. Type of punch involves swinging the arm in a wide arc to strike the opponent from the side. Mixed martial arts bouts, it is common to see a fighter continue with the momentum from a hook to catch the opponent by the arm, transitioning immediately into a takedown and pin. I jerk aside at the last possible moment and deliver a little swat to Miku's shoulder. Whoa! She slips off balance and pitches forward. Oh wow, what was that? The crowd started clamoring. Miku rights herself and gets back into a fighting stance. What the? How? She doesn't seem to know what just happened. Ah! This time, I watch her as she unleashes a kick with her left leg from a distance. On reflex, I bring on my right hand and adopt a guarding stance. Gotcha! She calls out. It was a feint. There's a visceral whoomp as the second kick connects, coming at me from a different angle. Whoa, what gives? My big mascot head serves to cushion the blow to the point that I barely feel it. Yeah! She She proceeds to unleash a string of additional kicks with her left leg trying to defeat my fuzzy armor. Eventually, I catch hold of her foot, holding her off balance. Holding her off balance, I begin to walk her backward, making her hop awkwardly on one leg. And it's over! A casual flip of my paw and Mika goes whirling through the air. Whoa! The crowd erupts into cheering and applause at the spectacle, but you've never seen someone in a mascot costume do that. Whew. You're tough. Who the heck are you? As you can see, I am a cat. That line again. A wry smile comes to Miku's face. To think a bride competitor would lose in a street fight. Guess it's time to go back to being an ordinary girl. Today's the day I retire. Phew. Good match there. Miku clasps my hand firmly. But hey, I'm just glad that my last opponent was you. Dude, you don't need to quit. I hoist up the boxes of the diet drink. So, how much does this come up to? I ask the sales clerk. He shakes his head. Oh, don't worry about payment. You've more than earned it with that spectacular display just now. That was really something. Heck, even I'm shocked at what just happened. It's amazing what little desperation will do for you. So that move you used, that was some Aiki Jujutsu, huh? Yeah? Traditional Japanese martial arts emphasizes learning to anticipate an opponent's first move and instantaneously counterattack. Skilled practitioners can toss and throw opponents with a simple touch. The art predates the development of the more pacifist Aikido, and so some dangerous techniques still remain. Oh, I guess? I tell my head non-committedly. Come on now, no need to be so humble. I'm a martial arts fanatic. I know my moves when I see them. Knick-knack shop owner Taisei Yasuda watches roughly 350 martial arts fights a year. Wow. He's particularly fond of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And is thinking about studying it himself. There's a dojo he's been eyeing, but he's rather timid and thus far only waffled non-committedly outside the entrance to the place. He can call it whatever it wants if he's letting me have the drinks for free. This is going to be a lifesaver. Is that all the shopping you'll be doing with us today? Yes. Actually, come to think of it, I do have one request, I say. Sure thing. Could you please not sell that necklace there? I promise I'll be back to buy it later. Sure, no problem. The sales clerk gives a deep bow. I did it! I managed to solve my burning hammer problem. Now I just gotta get back to the sales demo. Oh, that must be awfully heavy. Here, why don't you use that dolly? The sales clerk indicates the hand truck over in the corner. Oh, thanks so much. I load the pile of boxes onto the cart and rush back to the Nokane building. By now the sales demo will be underway. I need to get back as soon as I can. If there's nothing to buy, the customers are going to leave and everything I've gone through will be for nothing. Come on, Tama, you can do it. Just gotta hurry. I charge for the demo, pushing the dolly ahead of me like a battering ram. Oops! Sorry to keep you waiting! Where's the others? You're late! What the heck have you been doing? Mr. Yana practically throws himself at me. The way must have been killing him. Standing behind him is a man I don't recognize. Who is this guy? And that's our jump back to... maybe. He doesn't look like a customer. Okay, Tama, just come with me for a minute. I follow Mr. Yana into the break room. Sorry I'm late. There was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But look, I got the product back. I proudly open up the cardboard boxes. Ah, it's Burning Hammer. It really, really is. Yana clutches the box close, nuzzling it with his cheek. How's the demo going? I ask. I've got Chidi keeping them occupied with some magic tricks. I sneak a peek through. Oh, it looks more like a class comedy act. Or in this case, your typical Chidi. I sneak a peek through the door and see Chidi guzzling orange juice from a gigantic container, draining it in one go. Is that really a magic trick? If it buys us time, it's magic enough. Long before the last of the juice is gone. Over the corner of the stage, I see 6 more huge containers, all likewise empty. It's shocking to think that she may have drunk all 7 of those things dry. The audience erupted into sincere applause, like they'd forgotten what they were originally came here for. Wouldn't blame them, that's honestly impressive. Chidi comes back to the break room, positively drenched in sweat. Ugh. I think I should have stuck to doing imitations for a little longer. No, that was fantastic, Chidi, Mr. Yana says. Just fantastic. Thanks to you, we had enough time to get the burning hammer back. He bows profusely. Alright, now it's time for the main event. Chidi, go out there and guzzle some burning hammer. Get yourself all drenched in sweat. Got it? Aye, aye, boss. And Tama, just go out there and smile all big and say, this helped me lose a bunch of weight too. Got it. Got it. Good. Now then, Mr. Yana gestures to a man I hadn't noticed before, who's been waiting quietly nearby. Of course, begging your pardon, miss. It's a service rep from the rental shop, who proceeds to try and get me out of my mascot suit. Masamichi Fukuma, employee of the Far East Costume Rentals, the only son of company president Shigemichi Fukuma. He's one of the few people who know what Shigemichi looks like, as his father is usually clad in a rabbit costume. Masamichi has harbored a strong dislike for both his father and mascot costumes ever since the old man showed up at school on Parents' Day one year dressed in his inevitable rabbit suit. Nonetheless, the son has acquiesced to his father's wishes, and some say he'll inherit the family business. Huh? That's odd. The rental guy tilts his head. What's the matter? Yana asks nervously. Yeah, this is a no-go. The rental guy pokes his finger at the back of my suit. This here zipper, it's all jammed up. It's going to take a long time to get this thing off. What the hell? Tama could have said that just as much. Mr. Yana clutches the sides of his head. The rental guy tries tugging at the costume from various angles, hoping to free up the zipper. But, like he said, it's no use. The rental guy's eyes widen at the sudden sound of a cat's meowing. Was that you? He looks at me confused. Did you hear a cat meowing? Yes. Was it you? No, not me. I'm as surprised as he is. Must be hearing things. Mr. Yana and Chidi don't seem to have heard anything. Yana is fuming. Just my luck. I finally find a cute model and the crowd's never going to see her. Hey, boss, Chidi says. The customers are going to leave if you keep them waiting much longer. What do we do? Want me to go out there and do some more impressions? Chidi calls a repertoire of impressions. A sea lion yawning. A harbor seal hailing a cab. A walrus reading sutras. A fur seal who... Lots of seals and sea lion stuff. A fur seal who can't reach the itchy spot on his back. And a stellar sea lion taking a nap. No, we don't have any choice. Tama, you're just going to have to go out there dressed like that. You sure? I asked. If those people go home, we're done for, he exclaims. Just get out there and get started. I'm counting on you two. Ladies, terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. We are not impressed. Seriously, they all look like... Except for that one. That one looks like she's about to burst out laughing. Chidi and I spring into action on the stage. But now, I'm proud to introduce to you the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer. The latest product from the West has taken the diet world by storm. Every seat in the house is packed. That means there's about 40 people here. We only need to sell 5 bottles to each customer in order to sell out. I'm hit with a sudden jolt of motivation. Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic. Oh, that's Chidi. Chidi begins. The plan is for me to describe how the drink works, and then Chidi will demonstrate it with a taste test. All eyes are fixed on us. I begin. For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram. Just drink and burn that excess weight away. Astonished gasps rise up from the crowd. Just take a look at this marvelous red liquid. Even looking at it makes you feel like you'll be shedding weight, right? Here's how Burning Hammer works. It activates the capsaicin found in chili peppers. Primary spice component of chili peppers, said to be effective for improving blood flow and stimulating the burning of fat. Because it is severe skin and eye irritant, it's also an ingredient for some portion of pepper spray. Well, I think I know what's in pepper spray now. I pause to take a deep breath before continuing. And rapidly breaks down the triglycerides responsible for causing obesity. Though the term is frequently used in recent years to simply refer to the state of being overweight, obesity in the clinical sense is a medical condition involving interrelated health issues including excess body fat, hyperlipidemia, and hyperglycemia. Individuals suffering from obesity are at high risk of complications such as coronary heart disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea. Again, the crowd hums with excitement. This response is better than I could have hoped. We're off to a terrific start. And now, this Yana lady will demonstrate Burning Hammer's effects before your very eyes. Chidi steps into the spotlight. Just wait till you see how much she sweats. Proof that the fat is being burned right there on the spot. Chidi holds a bottle of Burning Hammer up high. Cheers, she says. As she opens the bottle, however, one of the women in the front row speaks up. Hold on. She's already sweating pretty hard. She's right. Chidi is drenched in sweat from head to toe. Another woman chimes in suspicious. All that juice drinking from earlier, that was all just to make her sweat like that, weren't it? All of a sudden the crowd was in an uproar. No, not at all. Drinking Burning Hammer makes you sweat way more than this. I rushed to towel off Chidi's sweat for her. Go on, hurry up, drink it down. Chidi's face screws up unpleasantly as she gulps down the bottle. And the sweat doesn't come. Isn't it working? I exclaim, the audience momentarily forgotten. Guess I've already sweated out too much, Chidi replies unfazed. Well, why were you sweating so much? Look, you were taking forever at the 100 yen shop. The crowd shifts from uproar into a riot. Did she just say 100 yen shop? Scowling customers begin to close in. No, that's not it. You got it all wrong. Please, just listen. Oh, we can see what's going on here. The situation's gone out of control. Look, this product is so valuable that 100 yen shop is about the only way we could get it. Uh-oh. I think I just put my foot in it. The customers glare at me, their eyes bright with rage. Hunka lamb chop. Let me tell you, no one's gonna believe it. It was just a joke. Let's try it out, though. Ha! Kidding! That was just a joke. I've just gotta play this all smooth. I mean, seriously, there's no way you'd find something this high quality in a 100 yen shop. Sweat is streaming down my brow. Really now, says one woman in the crowd. How about we find out? She takes out her cell phone. I know someone who runs one of those stores. Wait, let's not be hasty now. Why? What's wrong? Oh, it's just... You don't need to go out of your way like that. You said you were joking, didn't you? So it shouldn't matter if I make the call, right? Well... I slip into a nervous coughing fit. I'm absolutely sweating bullets inside my catsuit now. Tama! Shouts Mr. Yana as he rushes out of the break room. What the heck are you doing? Aboard! Aboard! He howls. If you let these people know the truth about this stuff, they'll never buy it. Uh-oh. Now you've done it. Chitty doesn't hesitate to point the finger at him. Her stare ferocious. Oops. Realizing what he just blurted out, Mr. Yana is aghast. No, there really is no saving this. The customers descend upon Mr. Yana, their wrath and terror to behold. So then it is true. What the hell are you trying to pull? I can't believe you tried to sell this crap for these prices. The throng goes on the attack. Help! Chitty and I force our way through the angry mob, hoping to find some way to calm these people down. Cursing and profanity fill the air. The shouts are accompanied by merciless, open-handed slaps. Something that doesn't affect me because of my big furry head. I get all jostled and tumbled about, and my mascot costume takes a bad beating. Finally, the storm passes. It's over. It's all over. Mr. Yana wails into the empty room. So, boss? About getting paid? Even Chitty seems hesitant to ask. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, obviously. Yana doesn't so much as look up. His shoulders slump further in defeat. I'll take payment in kind then, she says. Mind if I take this burning hammer home with me? Sure, Yana says lifelessly. Go right ahead. There, I'll be out then. Later, Tama. Chitty picks up the cardboard boxes and heads out. Sir? Oh, sir? It's the man from the rental place. I believe you still owe me for the costume renters. Oh, right. How much was it again? Mr. Yana rummages in his pockets. Well, given the severe damage, I'm afraid I have to add the full cost of the catsuit to your bill. Your total comes to 200,000 yen. Who's that? 200 yen? No, sir. 200,000. Sorry, I can't hear at all. I think I might have ruptured my eardrum. 200,000 yen, sir. Okay. Yana takes all the cash he has in his wallet and holds it out reluctantly. That's only 20,000, sir. The rental guy furrows his brow. I'm afraid this won't cover it. I understand that, but I don't got no more than this. Don't got no more? Sir, please, you're not a child. Then give me a discount. Make it 20,000. Instead of the 200 you owe. You know I can't do that, sir. But Mr. Yana refuses to back down. Ah, that's right. Insurance. I got insurance in the event the suit wound up damaged. No, you didn't. No, I did. You did not, sir. No, I did. Then where's your paperwork to prove it? Yana calmly clasps a hand to his chest. Right here. The paperwork is here inside my heart. The rental guy clutches the sides of his head in exasperation. And believe me, I feel his pain. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to leave this to my boss. Notable for the fact that he's usually wearing his favorite rabbit costume, to Shikamichi, his costumes are like his children. If he were to hear that one of his suits had been ruined, he'd probably never forgive Yana, adding to the man's already considerable list of enemies. Turning his back on the ruins of the sales demo, he slumps his way out of the room. Now it's just me and Mr. Yana. Please try not to let it get you down so much, sir, I say cheerfully as I can muster. He's already down on the floor, a sobbing mess. You wouldn't know what it's like to feel so utterly hopeless. I think I might have an idea, sir. In fact, I'm sure of it. At this point, there's nothing more I can possibly do. He slumps forward, trembling like a willow tree. Things will turn around soon, I'm sure. You don't know me like I know me, he says. There's not going to be any turnaround. Not after this. Okay, now this little pity party is starting to piss me off. You know, if you think you're the only person who's had a run of bad luck, you are dead wrong. I wind up shouting the words louder than I intended. Mr. Yana whips his head back up. Yikes, where'd that come from? I need to tell you something. My pent-up emotions come surging to the surface. I have amnesia! Yana's eyes go wide. What? I can't remember anything from before this morning. You have amnesia. Well, there's that trope. My name, how old I am, where I live, any of it. I would much rather be in your shoes, sir. Mr. Yana looks at me with a hint of disbelief. So where'd you get the name Tama, then? I thought of it when I saw Tamagoyaki in those lunchboxes. Aha! Tamagoyaki. Tama. I get it. He claps himself on the thighs as if he had some big eureka moment. But wait, how come you lost your memories? Well, I don't know for certain. Obviously, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I took a hard blow to the head. When I came to, I was inside of a storehouse with a massive headache. A storehouse. A surge of vertigo washes through me as I recall waking up in that strange, dim place. Yeah, I just gotten out of there when you flagged me down, sir. Huh. Really? So it is pretty unnerving then, not knowing who you are. He sounds like he's talking to me seriously now. Yeah, sure is. Well, it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. And besides, I've got a clue. What sort of clue? There's a necklace I saw in a knick-knack shop. The same place I found the burning hammer. Somehow I know that it's important to me. And so you took this job so you could afford to buy it. I nod. Of course, and now that the job has ended in a total bust, I have lost my shot at getting it. Okay then, Mr. Yana removes his shoe, then yanks out the insole. This really is the last of my money. He pulls out 20,000 yen and adds it to the other 20,000 from his wallet and thrusts it all toward me. There you go, he says. That includes the reimbursement for the burning hammer you picked up. I plug up the two 10,000 yen bills between my fingertips. I actually didn't have to pay for it, so the 20,000 we agreed upon is fine. But how about you, sir? You gonna be okay? Like, after all this? Compared to your misfortunes, mine are nothing. That might send me up the creek without a paddle, but I'll bounce back somehow. I'm sure of it. And then, clutching his fist, Mr. Yana gets a far-off look in his eye. And then one more time. I'm gonna see a bride fight. My jaw nearly drops. Bride, like the martial arts pub? Wait, you know about Bride? Man, I've spent so much money at that place. Wow, it is a small world. Especially that Miku. Oh no. I wonder how much she has made me spend. Miku, huh? I'm pretty sure I just accidentally forced her into retirement, but I decided to keep quiet on that front. He nods. To be honest, the reason I borrowed all that money was to pay my tabs at that place. And I had to borrow from some pretty shady sources, too. I can't help but suspect that this poor guy got a real raw deal. Why don't you take the mascot costume with you? Huh? I mean, I don't really need it. No, I insist. Take it with my blessing. Sure. I'll be on my way then. Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I'd noticed earlier, the one I didn't recognize. Odd. The sale demo's over. I wonder why he's still here. I give him a faint nod and he nods back before slipping into the demo room. I should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad about not returning the cat suit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just walk around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I figure it's best to just leave it behind. And then it dawns on me. Hold on! I still can't get this thing off! It's time I skin this cat. I need to get rid of this costume, whatever it takes. It's not worth the struggle against the cat staying in the bag. I'm gonna head to the knick-knack shop as is. Might as well. A popular folk etymology asserts that the expression "let the cat out of the bag" comes from unscrupulous practices of certain farmers who would sell a pig at a market only to deceive the buyer by surreptitiously swapping out the purchased worker for a cat. The likelihood of anyone mistaking a cat, even one inside a bag, for a pig is, however, extremely low. Let alone the likelihood that some people would fall for such a scheme to warrant a phrase referring to it entering the language. I figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is. And we're out of keep out. So now we got two keep outs with Minorikawa and Tama. We're gonna start Osoa's 13 o'clock next. Next episode. Poor girl. She just can't catch a break. And now it's like, oh, you have amnesia? Hey, babe. Well, that explains how she didn't know how she did the moves that she's done. Alright, next episode we're going to start Osoa's 13 o'clock. Until then, this is the Gamer Girl, signing off. Bye-bye.